You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Missing with the hook. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Well done with that counter shot. And he scores with the counter. There's a counter shot. To be careful for that receipt. It's always cut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Morales in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. And there's the bell for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Catch and shoot. A perfect counter shot. They exchanged punches. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one's dare do anything out of turn.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's a counter shot. Back and forth they go. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Morales in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this.
On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. Beautiful counter punch. When you're facing a longer opponent like this, you've got to get inside.
You have got long arms and you're the bigger fighter. You've got to keep them out there because you're not good at fighting up close and personal. Very, very good fighters can do that. Very, very good big fighters can do that. But use the jab, use the reach, and use that end of shot power.
Good counter punching. You'd like to see more jabs. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
So much firepower here. Those counter punches have to hurt. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. About Morales in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know what, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Round, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't do it. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away.
Here's the bell for round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight, not yet, not until your senses have come back.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Nice counter punch right up the middle. He threw a punch and just got countered. So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Beautiful counter punch. Good counter punching. And Morales, he's rocked. We've seen him get out of this kind of trouble before, but he's got his work cut out for him. That was going to be a knockdown at least.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice counter shot. Shot lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talking about Morales in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecard. Back into the fray here in round 5. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Catch and shoot. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Lomachenko just talking about Morales in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode. This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Do you believe this? They drop their guard, they get caught. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. A perfect counter shot. That counter shot lands. Punching. They're both trying for a knockout. Good counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talking about Morales in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond. Here comes round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter punch. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Throws the uppercut but misses. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom, In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this.
Oh, whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And this, and Erik Morales goes down. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
That's lights out right there.
Talking about Morales in that last round. So it's plan B. And there's the bell for round 8. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Nice counter shot. These punches coming from every angle. Punch, counter punch. Oh, and Morales, can he find a way out now? He is backpedaling quickly. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and hold that thought. This wasn't in the... And Morales goes down on the canvas. You up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I need to see that again.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more click.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! And Morales, he's rocked. We've seen him get out of this kind of trouble before, but he's got his work cut out for him. Couldn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Erik Morales is dazed. It's been all one way. Hold it right there. Oh, and Morales, can he find a way out now? He is backpedaling quickly. And Morales, he's rocked. We've seen him get out of this kind of trouble before, but he's got his work cut out for him. Talking about Morales in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after. And we enter the 9th. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Those counter punches have to hurt. They both want the knockout. Hold that thought. And this wasn't in the game plan. Morales has to find a way out of this. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner?
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Erik Morales is dazed. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness, Johnny. Oh, and Morales, can he find a way out now? He is backpedaling quickly. How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot.
Whoa, Johnny. And this wasn't in the game plan. Morales has to find a way out of this. Looks like trouble was averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at... And down goes El Terrible. Let's take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Talking about Morales in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You're being put down, you've got to think.
And here comes the 10th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You've seen all the famous boxing moves. Did you see that? Lomachenko in trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
Can't land that jab. Morales is dead. Morales can't take anymore, and he's down. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.